So, how to prepare for a fast? Let me tell you, it's all about timing. Choose your time properly. And some people say, well, I organized that week for my fasting really very well, but afterwards I'm invited for vacation, I'm invited for celebration, and then this is not a good organization. Please make sure fasting never ends when you stop fasting. It counts also the realimentation. So please choose about 2 weeks, proper time for yourself, so that it's not the most busiest time in the year for yourself. Maybe your husband's going on a business trip or your kids are on vacation and you have some time for yourself. So please organize properly in ahead. Empty the fridge. Something very important. I mean, if your fridge is still has loads of grocery inside, then you are so much tempted. So make sure your fridge is empty and there are no temptations around. So some people also start with intermittent fasting. That means you have a time window of eating of 8 hours, and then maybe the next week you have a window of 6 hours. So you reduce it slowly. And then maybe one day you have just a day with liquids. So, and after your experience of this 1 day fasting, you can have a longer fasting, a short fasting experience with our fasting box from Clinic Buchinger Wilhelmi. In this fasting box is everything inside, everything that you need for a 5 days short fasting experience. And also what I prefer is that you have a little app that brings you some recipes for the time after your fasting, and that helps you to come into this process of eating again, so that you introduce the food properly and you do have a good experience. Another way to prepare yourself is to read a book. I personally love old books, so I still have one of the first copies of Otto Buchinger's book. And it's good to get in this state of mind of fasting, and so prepare yourself with books. And it doesn't have to be this old book. There is so many literature out now, also interesting new ones. So please read something about fasting. So in this book, there is one sentence that I love. It is from Bernard Shaw, and it means, any fool can go on a fast, but it takes a wise person to break it properly. That means it is very easy to do a fast compared to the phase after fasting. And most people think, okay, I prepare myself for a 3, 4, 5, 6 days fasting, and then they stumble in food and they haven't organized properly what they are going to eat afterwards. We now know that it's very important what you eat afterwards. We are doing now the research to see what's going on in our body after the fasting, and we'll see that you build up new cells in each organ. So please also make sure that you are not invited for the best birthday parties after your fasting, or you're not going on a vacation trip to Italy. Prepare your fasting in advance, 2 weeks, and also organize a week of calmness after your fasting, after your actual fasting. So when it comes to the week before you're going on your fast, make sure you cut down on coffee. That will help you not to have so much headaches. Cut down on your meat consumption. So also this will help you to slide easily into your fasting. Maybe you go vegetarian or even vegan, but definitely plant-based. That's very important. All that is not just forbidding good food or something. It's really you do yourself a favor when you stick to a vegetarian or vegan nutrition, when you stop your coffee and your alcohol consumption. It is much easier and you will much more profit from your fasting. So some people really love community when they are fasting. Others hate it and they really need the time for themselves. Please check out what person you are. I also did many fastings, and there were times where I really needed a rest for myself. And then other fastings, it was fine to be surrounded by other people, to be supported by other people. It is really different. It plays also a role whether you're very charged in your daily life and you interact a lot with people, or you really need company. Here is one question that I'm asked very often. It's about the enemas. I know enemas has a lot of enemies, but I still remember Maria Buchinger telling us always when they were sick as kids. Otto Buchinger, her father, the founder of the clinic Buchinger Wilhelmi, he did an enema to the kids, and she hated that, so they all didn't tell that they were sick. But it is an old and traditional way of healing. So my question is, why don't you like the enemas? Of course, you need to know how to do it. Maybe you know someone who can tell you and who can teach you. For me, it is a very important way of natural healing. So whenever I have a coughing or I'm not feeling so good, quickly a little enema, and the next day you can work again. But of course, if you really don't like it, we also have other methods of cleansing. A very soft one that you also can do easily at home is sauerkraut juice. I know it's not the most yummy food or drink, but maybe you dilute it a little bit with water, or with sparkling water or something, then it's easy to drink. And also some other benefit, it has probiotics, some fermentation, and this is good also for our gut. So the sauerkraut juice is really a very soft laxative, but a very effective one. And in the clinic, of course, we have other ways to help you to clean yourself. But it needs doctors, nurses who really give you the advice how you do it in a good way and in a safe way. Often I'm also asked, should I take supplements? So the question in supplements, it's a very wide range of supplements that you can buy today. So what we advise in the clinic to take regularly is the minerals, the fasting minerals. You can also buy that in our shop. This is magnesium, calcium, potassium, and some zinc, and it helps you to reduce the acidity. We now know also from results from research that lipolysis is easier, and also you reduce the acidity in your body, which really helps during a fasting. Other than this, please ask a doctor or a nutritionist or somebody else who knows about fasting and the supplements during a fasting, whether you should take it or not. It's very individual, and please ask someone who knows about your supplements. So if you're prepared well, then enjoy the flow of the fasting. Thanks for watching the video, and did you enjoy it? If yes, then please give me a like and don't forget to subscribe our channel.